Film fans of YouTube, hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, your Movie Apprentice, and today I continue my BFI London Film Fest coverage with what I personally believe is one of the funniest comedy movies that we have seen in years, and that is Bros, directed by Nicholas Stoller and starring Billy Eichner and Luke Macfarlane. This follows a boy and a bro who both have commitment issues, deciding to give the relationship thing a shot after they keep bumping into each other. Now, as I said in my intro, this for me is easily the funniest movie that I have seen this year, and I would argue it is the funniest romantic comedy that we have seen in nigh a decade. This is out and out, side splittingly hilarious. Most rom coms, you go in and there's a few chuckles you'll get out of it, but this one is just laugh after laugh after laugh. There is joke after joke. It is absolutely glorious. This movie boasts the idea that while it is definitely not the first gay relationship story we've ever been told, this is the first gay love story that we've been told by a overwhelmingly queer cast and is played by people that represent that community. And that means they can just go all out with the humor. And if you've ever been to one of these sorts of shows that is strongly represented by that community, you will know you're in for a lot of laughs. There was a lot of crude humor in this, but there was also a lot of heart involved in this as well. As much as there is a lot of comedy and a lot of jokes played into this movie, it does also have its serious moments, and that's where some of the strongest moments come in. Billy Eichner and Luke Macfarlane make a great couple in this. They start out in their reserved selves, with Luke playing the stereotypical dude bro and Billy Eichner playing the stereotypical campy side of that community. But the way these two slowly become more vulnerable to each other and let down their guards, it is a very nice arc that plays out throughout its runtime. And when these two actually sit down and have a serious moment every once in a while, that is where some of the strongest moments come into this. There is a fantastic scene where Billy Eichner is giving it his all when just venting to his boyfriend about the things that to overcome in order to achieve what he has done in this movie. Obviously, it's not a perfect movie by any stretch of the imagination. There is a lot of references in this that will easily date the film in years to come. In fact, there was a lot of humor in this that the sheer amount of comedy and jokes played in this, there is a lot that misses, but a lot that hits. There's a few references, including a recurring gag in this that went over my head, as I was not a fan of the show that this particular individual was a part of. So I never really got some of the stronger references. But for every reference that I didn't laugh at, there was another reference that I would be howling at, that someone laughing at the previous joke was completely oblivious to. And that could be a detriment or a positive to this movie, depending on how you view movies. For me personally, I feel like it worked really well as a way just to keep the audience entertained. We watched this movie straight after The Whale, which was a heavy watch. So this was very much that antidepressant to shoot into the veins. But the cast in this are absolutely fantastic. Obviously, we have our two leads, but there's a particular council that Billy Eichner's character interacts with in several scenes in this movie, and they have some great dynamics. I particularly enjoyed Jim Rash reappearing, representing the bisexual. This council had someone representing each part of the LGBTQ plus community, and the way they just bounce off each other and riff off each other and almost have a little competition with the hardships they faced. It is a fantastic little sequence to watch. I particularly enjoyed how, whilst I'm not part of the community, I have a number of people in that community, and I am very aware that there is an element of biphobia within that community. And Jim Rash's character plays that off really well when coming to blows with Billy Eichner's character. It was a gloriously fun time. But whilst I have been praising the comedy non-stop, I will say that there are moments that I feel like they could have just let some serious moments truly sit, because there are moments where comedy would punctuate what should really be a scene that you should let sit. I feel like they were trying to do something different to make it break the mold of your stereotypical romantic comedy. But for me, there were a couple of moments where comedy needed to take a back seat in order to let some more serious elements sit. because for all the jokes in this and for all the over the top nature of the comedy, there are moments where it feels like it is a detriment to actually characterizing a couple of the characters. But the arcs that the characters go through this are very lovely indeed. The character that Luke Macfarlane plays has a particular dream he wants to achieve, which I thought was the sweetest thing ever and really got me in the mood for brownies. That's all I'm going to say about that. But for some reason, this film has been bombing in the USA, and there is probably a reason for that, but I will not speculate as to what it is. All I will say is that this is one of the funniest movies you will ever likely to see. If you want to have a good time at the movies with an audience that will laugh along with you, this is the movie to watch. Last year we had Dashcam for that, but Dashcam was objectively a bad movie that was just really absurd and over the top and funny. This is actually a really good movie that has really strong comedy featured within this. The writing in this is incredibly strong, and I would highly recommend you check it out if you have the chance as soon as humanly possible. For me, I'm going to have to say that Bros is a good cup of tea. So, Bros, have you seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. You made it this far into the video, drop a like and click the subscribe button so you never miss video content like this coming all the time. Should have my review of Decision to Leave out within the next couple of days. I will be looking at Black Adam as well as a few more lower down the card films from the London Film Festival that I believe should be getting a little bit of spotlight. But until next time, my name is Josh, I have been your Movie Apprentice, and I'll see you all in the next video.